Hello, our social media family. Johan Fonseca with Empire V inviting you to come look, listen, and live with us. This is phase one, design and rough in. Let's go inside of the Federal American Grill and check it out. All right, this is a sneak peek. I could not wait until we completed the project. In this one, we're gonna face out. I'm gonna take you to the entire process. Today, we're gonna focus on the rough end, which is the pre-wiring, and the design, how this project came about. This is a year in the making. This system we actually designed over a year ago, proposed it, rack design, pre-wiring design. Our guys are in here, as you can see. We have a bunch of wires hanging from everywhere. These are actually gonna be pendant speakers. This is gonna be fully powered by Control4. I got a floor plan over there. Let's go grab the floor plan so I can show you the design. All right, as you know, we do everything digitally, but on site, we always bring a floor plan to make any additions, any changes, notes taken, everything that we need to do. Here, not only we have the actual pre-wiring diagram, but we have the zones of audio, how everything is going to be separated. Let me put this down over here so I can actually talk. All right. We're sitting in the bar area. This is gonna be a MOIP system that is gonna have multiple inputs, multiple audio, multiple inputs, multiple TVs. I think we're doing over 30 TVs in this location. In the bar, we're gonna have a big lineup of TVs coming across the bar. This is gonna be a dedicated zone of audio with its own volume control. This is gonna be the seating area. We are going to have, what's awesome about this place is there's a couple of private areas. Not only do they have their own televisions in those rooms, but they're actually gonna have their own inputs in those rooms. They're private events. If someone wants to bring in a slideshow of a birthday party or a slideshow of the company, all of the rooms are gonna have local inputs for them to be able to plug in whatever they want to plug in and take control of the television in the room. Hopefully you can see this, but this is this area that we're sitting in. Now, I'm gonna take you to the two of the actual private rooms that they have, and I'll show you some of the features that they're gonna have in there. All right, let's come over here. So these are two separate private rooms. They are gonna have the options to close this off. Right here, right behind you, let me turn y'all around. There's gonna be a television. This television is gonna be wired to the back where it's gonna have the option to select any of the cable boxes in the system. That way they can have full control, but it's also going to have local sourcing. This is what I talked about earlier. Whoever rents out this room is gonna have the option to plug something in, take control of the television. We are doing touch panels here. So clients will have full options of what they listen to, what they watch in the private room. Once again, as you can see, all these speakers, wires hanging from the ceiling. This one is going to have different speakers options. This is part of the design stage. This is going to have a drop ceiling. So some of the speakers are going to be in ceiling, and then in the other area, it's actually going to be pendant speakers. It is dusty, there's people working. We got the crews wiring lines over there. I'm so excited about this project that I couldn't wait to the very end. I'm taking you through the whole thing. Let's go to the rack location and some of the other stuff. Boom! All right, so I know it's hard to envision this, but there's actually gonna be a television in every corner of this room. Not only that, but we're gonna have projectors down this hallway facing the glass. This right here, it's another one of those private rooms. Sorry, it's a construction site, so there's a lot going on. This right here is one of those private rooms. There is gonna be a pair of speakers in the ceiling. We have another television with a local source. When we designed this system, we made sure to give them as many options as we could for their allocated budget. So making sure that the clientele, that whoever's gonna be coming in here, not only gets a great audio experience, but they can actually use the televisions and stuff in the room. It's one of the things that they like the most about the design of the project. We have 3 of these rooms, and like always, we do have a 70-volt system that is going to amplify the entire building, but I wanted to highlight the private rooms because that's one of the things that makes this project so special. Let me take you this way. We get out of the way of everyone, but I'm gonna highlight these. Sorry guys, it is super loud in here, so we're gonna wait a second. All right, here we go. All right, so these CAT cables are actually designated to go into the POS system, into the printers for the Wi-Fi expansions, and we're also doing security over here. Let me take you to this bar on this side of the restaurant. All right, so we've made it to a little quieter area in the restaurant. It is a construction site. It is phase one, and this is what we have to deal with. You get to see the entire thing. This is going to be a walk up and takeout area. So once again, we are gonna have some displays on the corner. We are gonna have some TVs around here. There is speakers on this. One of the things that we always discuss on the commercial setup is making sure that every 8 to 12 feet, depending on the height of the ceilings, there's a speaker. Why? Because we want to make sure that as you walk through the restaurant, you can hear it, that the audio isn't blasting any louder than any other area. You want to be able to sit down, eat, have a conversation, but still hear the music, and also make it to where your neighbors aren't listening to your conversation. So it is something that takes the time to design. And the awesome thing about it is that we partnered up with Cliffs on this project. So we sent them the floor plans. They gave us the vision. They gave us the locations. And now we have a certified project that is meant to give you a great, awesome audio experience. Let me take out to the rack location where all of these wires are gonna go to. All right. So things get ugly before they get pretty. Since we're showing you the whole thing, I wanted to take you into the rack room. These are just some of the cabling that is going to make this smart restaurant function. There's gonna be a big old rack in here that we're gonna show you the design because this has already been designed and laid out. But this is the rack room. We're gonna put a 42, actually let me take that back. We're actually gonna have 2 racks at this location. We're gonna have a network rack and an audio video rack. This is going to allow us to make sure that all of our wiring is neatly dressed up, that the network is separate from the AV. In case we ever need to troubleshoot it or they need to trouble it or there's any questions, we have access to the entire thing. Not only that, but we have so much equipment going into this place that we couldn't fit it in one rack. Now, right now it's ugly, but once we complete it, it's going to look neat and pretty and labeled and organized. So yeah, this is the rack room. Nothing pretty to see now, but this is where the brains of the operation are gonna be, and this is what's gonna make this awesome, smart restaurant a great place to eat. I'm not gonna take you in the kitchen because there's a lot going on in there, and there's not a lot of audio video going on in there. However, the advantage of getting Empire AV Services involved early is that you allow us to design your network and service the entire restaurant. So we do have a lot of CAT cables going in here for Wi-Fi expansion, printers for their point of sale system, and then we also have a TV that's located in the other corner for the actual takeout services. So nothing exciting in regards to audio video, but without these cables, this restaurant can't function. All right, let me show you this set of floor plans. This is something that we always have to keep in mind, is that the electrical and the low voltage go hand in hand. This is actually the electrical floor plan for the building that also includes location for all of our low voltage data. So we have all of our lighting, we have all of our speakers, we have our TV locations. All this has to be, this takes months and months and sometimes years to design. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a project that we started roughly about a year ago, and we're just now coming into the rough end. However, from here to the finish line, you blink and it becomes a reality. So I just wanted to show you how many things go into these restaurants. This is an amazing smart restaurant with video distribution, Wi-Fi expansion, audio distribution. There's so many awesome things. Actually, let me take that back. It's even going to have lighting control. This is a restaurant that has an allocated budget for lighting to make sure that lights turn on and off whenever the restaurant is opening and closing. We are going to include some smart thermostats. Right now, you're looking at dust and dirt. But for phase 2 of this project, it's going to be super, super exciting, and I can't wait to bring you back. We're gonna walk outside because I'm gonna show you one of the exterior entertainment areas. All right, so we've made it outside. This is going to be a seating area / entertaining area. We are gonna have some speakers to make sure that the ambient audio and the music is out here. There is some TVs I'm sorry, let me take that back. These aren't going to be televisions. Like I mentioned earlier, there's going to be some projectors that are going to be projecting towards the glass. That's going to make these glasses look like television. As you can see, there's a sitting area for waiting, and this is also a beautiful scenery. We are right in the middle of downtown. This is the Federal American Grill that is coming soon. All right, it's time to close this video off. This is the Federal American Grill Phase 1. You have to stay tuned for Phase 2. This is a project that will be coming soon. The restaurant will be coming soon. Check out their other locations. Amazing food, amazing atmosphere, set up, designed by the best. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending this morning, evening, afternoon with me. And like always, don't forget to look, listen, and live with Empire AV.